we can see the siding installation in progress. It's a hardy plank siding. It's a cementitious material, which is a fancy word for meaning it's made from cement. And it comes pre-painted from the factory, so we don't have to paint the outside of the house except for the trim. And let's have a look upstairs and look at the details of how we installed that. We've finished framing the structure of the house, and now it's time to install the building envelope. And that includes everything that keeps the outside of the house protected from the weather. So here we've got the roofing, which has been installed, and now we're in the process of installing siding. And before the siding can go on, we wrap the house in building paper. That's this white stuff here, and this particular product is called Tyvek. And what it does is it acts like a Gore-Tex jacket, and it keeps any rain off the house, but it also lets any moisture inside the wall cavity evaporate outwards. And on top of the building paper, you'll see these green strips. And then what this is chemically treated plywood, and it's treated to resist rot and moisture. And the siding that you'll see when the house is finished is nailed directly onto these rainscreen strips. And what that does, it creates an air cavity between the building paper and the siding. So should any water get in behind the siding, there will be an air cavity for the moisture to evaporate and escape. And you'll see our windows here have a basic trim detail, and they're protected by 2 layers of metal flashing. And the first level protects the window and is tucked underneath the building paper. So again, if any moisture gets in behind the siding, it's going to trickle out off this drip edge and drip clear of the window. And there's a secondary layer of protection which protects the wood trim. There's a couple of additional details I wanted to point out here. Right now we're standing on a rooftop deck, so below us is the kitchen ceiling. And you'll have the kitchen ceiling drywall, a layer of plastic vapor barrier, we'll get into that later. You'll have insulation, and then you have this waterproof torch-on roofing membrane. So if any moisture gets in there, it has nowhere to escape, and that could be a place where mold builds up. So what we've done, and it's incomplete now, so it doesn't have a proper flashing on it yet, but there's a little gap there. We've built this small wall, pony wall here with a little ledge, and you can see there's a little gap. And we'll close that off with bug screen, but what that allows is air to circulate down the wall under this waterproof roof membrane and then up the other side, so that if any moisture does get into the roof assembly, it has a chance to evaporate.